Hey people, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me see if my audio okay, gotta automatically adjust. So it's on. All right, so if you didn't know, let me do a little bit of recap. On Saturday, I went for a little visit. As Jem had actually invited me over. So this is what I find really strange, but yet so very typical of people online is he does certain things such as he invites me over to his place. Then when I come over, he claims that for some strange reason he doesn't know why I'm there. You invited me over there. People heard it on live stream. I actually have it recorded that you invited me over. So now I'm there, and I'm there for a fun time. I'm looking for a little hair dragon. I was looking to have my dick pulled, as he stated. I was looking to get knocked out unconscious. I was looking for all of these things, and you know what? I left Hink Street disappointed. I was a bit disappointed. I thought I was gonna, it was gonna be like, I don't know, like 2 o'clock, and then all of a sudden I wake up and it's like 3 o'clock because somebody knocked me out. I thought, what do you mean, Eggy? You're here. I thought I was gonna get my penis pulled by a guy who was doing all this tough talking. I thought I was gonna get my dreadlocks pulled. I was gonna get dragged around the parking lot by my hair, and that didn't happen. And you know what? I pretty much figured that he was recording me, especially when I was walking in between the buildings going to my vehicle. I was like, I could swear SJAM is probably recording me right now and gonna use this as evidence. And when I was there, I was like, he most likely called the cops. Now the thing is, this is not checkers, SJM. This is chess, and there wasn't anything I was doing wrong. I made sure not to make any statements that could resemble any type of threats. But then again, in Canada, your statements in terms of threats has to be, I will do X, Y, and Z to person A, B, C, because of whatever, and maybe you'll even throw in a time there. That would be a threat, saying that certain things are gonna happen, or it's gonna go off, or you don't want to mess with me. Those are typically considered not threats because you haven't said anything where you have specified a person or different types of people. You haven't said that you're going to physically harm them in any way. So it has to be a very specific setup, right? But hey, all I was doing was talking. And is it really chess? It totally is chess, random fish. Completely chess. Okay, 1 second here. Lola is staring at me. Give me a second here. You know what? Let's start playing the setup at the door. Cause then my baby girl Lola wants me. She wants her daddy for something. And I must oblige. So let me go back a few seconds. And we're gonna listen to what's up. Let's go.
Big what? There's a snake in my pussy. That's weird. There will be.
All right, what's happening with Charlie's mom? I going to the ENT. Oh, you're going to Ian Ro's throat on the 13th with suspected Cancer of the larynx. I'm so sorry to hear, Charlie's mom. Hopefully, it all comes back negative. Best wishes for your ENT visit. Exactly, little
Oh, my
Carolyn.
darlings. Might be live when they come here. I don't know. I don't know when the fuck they're coming, but you can call and be like, yeah, I'll be here by this time of day. It's fucking long weekend. They're busy enough. Are you online? I don't even know if they tried to come. I think they called. I don't know. They always do private number and they'll never leave a message.
That is very true. Cops are always doing private numbers, and because that's just how it is. I don't know. I would think the number should be seen, but no, it's always from a private number. You can tell when he's drunk. Yes, he seems to be getting a lot of
My
eggs,
desk is nice and clean now.
as he says.
I'm not no. I don't think you can legally do that anyway. Well, yeah, I probably could, but it's not be anything that interesting. Like, I'm just gonna tell them the same shit I told them yesterday on the phone. I gotta go to the washroom. My stomach went. My stomach done turned.
And the when the cop was there, I was busy, right? I was busy, doing my thing on a sat. When was this? This was a when was this again? Sunday morning. Sunday morning, because Saturday is when I went there. Sunday morning, I'm doing my thing. All of a sudden, I'm watching it that a cop is at his door. So I'm calling the guy. I called the guy at 8:21 a.m. in the morning, and he didn't pick up the phone because I wanted to speak to this police officer because I was completely appalled at this man making up lies on me. And I was gonna be like, listen, SJAM, put the officer on the phone because I need to tell her what's really up. But he didn't answer the phone. It's all good. Would rather be in an interesting live stream if he did answer the phone and he passed the phone to the police officer. Because you know what? If you've been on the job as a cop for a while, you kind of figure out people's bullshit,
Yes.
right? Because certain things don't make no sense.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot. Oh, cops on the way right now. I go to the washroom though for shit.
Yeah, honestly, Nadine, I don't know what you would have seen in this man. I can't believe it's just what, like 8, 9 days ago, he wanted you to come over, sell all your stuff, haul yourself all the way from Western Canada, Nadine, to New Hamburg, Ontario, and he was going to take care of you. The man can't even take care of himself. He knew what kind of position he was in. He knew he wasn't going to be able to afford his car payment, his car insurance, and his rent. But this is not a man. This is a little boy. In fact, this is a little bitch, because you don't do this shit. You don't have a person, not only a grown ass woman, tell them to sell everything and haul their ass. Not only did he do that, but he told you to drive while you are tired, which is completely disgusting and irresponsible and something he probably likes to do. That's why he likes to get into crashes. But on top of that, you have a child and he wanted you to haul your child and yourself across Canada for thousands of kilometers so that he could get laid without a care in the world, knowing that he was behind on his bills. He's a bitch for doing that, and he's a piece of shit.
Shit myself.
You think he needed a roommate? No, Cypher. If we're gonna be real, we just wanted some pussy. That's what he wanted. Maybe like this guy is a germ, man, a roach, a germ on society. And I cannot fathom that people are supporting this man when he obviously is going to be drinking and driving. What if somebody gets hurt again? Because we do know of somebody getting hurt. That was his ex girlfriend he spoke of that used to dress cute and whatever, and they would talk and they would laugh and giggle. But she sued him because he got into a car accident with her, and she sued him. You think he would have learned his lesson then, but no. Fast forward a few more crashes. Thank God nobody else got hurt, and he's still doing the same shit. Fact cipher, that's what he wanted. I don't know, Nadine. He's been saying a lot of stuff. He's been saying how Hot T's been, send him some TT pictures. He's been really actually pretty vile. I mean, if you're a guy, I could not fathom outing people like that. If people are gonna send you some sexy pictures, some sensitive pictures, I would not be like, oh yeah. And guess who sent me, some TD pictures today? Like, what kind of loser comes on his live streams and starts outing people of what they've sent him in private? Like, I never get that, but he has been alluding to a lot of things, Nadine, on his live streams. So if you've been listening to him carefully, he has been repeatedly talking about who has sent him what and what he's gotten and X, Y, and Z. So yeah, this guy, complete waste of space. Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about Nadine. Nadine, the names he was calling you, the vile things he was saying. And literally a day to 2 days before that, he wanted you to drive all the way across Canada to come and live with him. Loser. I guess so, Fish, because he keeps saying all these women are sending him pictures and whatnot. He has pictures of Ariel G. He has pictures of Hot T. He has the snooze of Lazy. He has pictures of copious other amounts of other people. So I guess people are sending him pictures, but a drunk like SJAM, seriously, $930 a month in rent, and he can't afford it. Well, if he had made better decisions, then maybe his car payment wouldn't be so high. Stop getting ghetto loans. Maybe his insurance wouldn't be so high because he's considered a high risk driver. Yeah, I would think that's kind of embarrassing. You're in a chat, you want to keep that stuff private, and somebody just outs you, be like, well, yeah, this person, sent me their boob pictures, and they have done it for a few times, and I got their picture saved. Like, well, why would you say something like that? Yeah, $900 a month, you'd be living. A lot of us would be living like a king. This guy, man, is literally should be on lowered expectations. Remember that was that Mad TV lowered expectations, where you just have bottom of the barrel people. Like, there's people here, we're spending 3, 4, $5,000 a month on mortgages, rent, 2,500 easy, just to live someplace. Yeah, my TV was awesome. His car insurance is crazy. He's high risk. Of course he would be high risk. How much accidents he's gotten into. Yoda says this is really sums it up. SJAM is an alcoholic at a crossroads. He's out of bailouts and his finances have caught up with him. Exactly. And you know what alcoholics will do? They'll keep on drinking. So when they find themselves in a bad situation, almost always what they'll do is they'll go and grab a bottle, thinking to forget their issues, which actually reinforces the issues and the problems they have in the first place. So yeah, he was talking about how his mom doesn't really have any money to bail him out. His grandmother, maybe that's the case, maybe not. To be honest, sometimes some people will tell you, "Hey, I don't have the money," but that's because they really don't want to dip into their finances. They don't want to dip into certain things that they can dip into, but they'll cost them. Like stuff like your RRSP, you don't want to dip into, because if you do, it'll cost you penalties and whatnot. And if you got to keep doing that for a loser who wants to drink away his money, then that is just a thing that you're gonna have to situation you don't want to constantly find yourself into repeatedly, right? He ever charged? I'm not sure about the first ever case, the one with his ex-girlfriend in the car that sued him. Well, technically what she did was she sued his insurance company, which most likely paid her out because it seems he was majorly at fault in that situation. The last two we know of. The last one was December the 2nd, 2023. And before that, it was the wrapping around the pole of Ronnie's truck. So he's also been complaining about Ronnie putting him in a bad situation. I'm like, SJAM, the onus is on you. Some people protect their credit score like they're protecting their kids, because some people have built up their credit score over the past 15, 20, 30 years. So they have an almost perfect credit score. They don't want somebody to come along and ruin it. So if Ronnie wasn't the type of person for you to trust with your fair to good to very good credit, then don't do it. Why did you have Ronnie get a ghetto loan on an SUV? That don't make no sense to me. It's like, why, if he got in a situation with Ronnie and ghetto loans, did he get into another situation with Ronnie once again and ghetto loans?
I'm sure you'll call when they get here. Unless they get in the building, but I doubt it. I haven't had nothing to drink, so I don't think they tried to come yesterday because he said sorry it was taking so long for them to get here.
Exactly, Yoda, for sure. Right, Cypher, you protect your credit like a child, right? So this whole thing, like I said, I knew he called the cops on me as soon as I arrived there. As soon as he got wind that I was in his area, he was gonna call the cops. I already factored that in, and I also factored in that the cops were most likely not gonna show up because I'm not doing anything except I'm at a building in a parking lot on a live stream. What is illegal about that? Am I threatening him? No. Even if you factor in that he actually did invite me there. So if the cops really did show up, I'll be like, listen, officers, he invited me here. I can show you a recording of him inviting me. Like, all he's going to do is lie. You know what? In fact, I'd even do that first when they question me, and then I'll have them ask him, hey, did you invite him here? And we'll see him lie and get his ass into shit. Because that's really what I wanted to do. Have him get his little bitch ass into shit by lying to cops, because I have all the proof with me.
First my tea.
Fact, Cypher, exactly. Yeah, acting like he owned the property, trying to have me trespassed.
My cop's on his way.
You live in an apartment building, sir. An apartment building. Not that anything is wrong with that, but you can't trespass me. This is chestnut checkers, sir. Already factored in that you cannot trespass me. It has to be either the owner of the property or the controller of the property. What I mean by controller, as in management, like the property manager is acting on behalf of the owner of the property. Those are the types of people that can trespass me, sir.
Apparently.
This ain't no checkers game, SJAM. This is
I haven't done nothing wrong, so I'm not worried about it. Talking to them. I've talked to them so many fucking times this last couple.
Monty, do you get sent nudes? Only by you, Eggy. When was the last time you sent me a little something something?
Apparently. I haven't done nothing wrong, so I'm not worried about it. talking to them. I've talked to them so many fucking times this last couple of years. People calling them on me. They're good cops, so I don't worry about them. The cops damn it, I got a booger in my nose. I won't come out. One of those ones you got to go in fishing for, darling.
Facts, Nadine. Yeah, I don't understand. He's thinking, what is arrestable about what I did? Especially after he invited me there. I was like, I really don't get this waste of time bullshit. What is not a waste of time, though, is him hopping into a vehicle and driving in and around New Hamburg drunk. No, we're definitely gonna have to be on some LCBO and beer store watch because he's not gonna endanger people in New Hamburg because he has done that several times. I don't want him to endanger anybody. I don't want him to unalive, hurt, maim, kill anybody. I don't want him to do that.
Cops don't really
He's a
scare me.
danger.
Maybe American cops would scare me.
Any updates on the PG situation? PG like disappeared over a week ago, and I haven't seen her since. Typically, she will do that like for a day or two or three or four or five, and then she'll come back with nothing on her page. But it seems like she's gone now, so something must have happened. Pretty IRL for her to be doing that, right? Either there was an intervention or maybe there is an investigation going on.
I gotta have both of my phones too because one phone I was taking screenshots in case he dirty deleted shit.
I'm not you,
One I was recording with.
SJAM, I'm not you. I'm not gonna dirty delete anything. I'm not you where you curse at people, you call your mom the B word, you tell your mom off, you call the ladies you're sexually interested in with um B words and whores, and they need to shut the F up and do this. You're gonna physically attack them, and then you wake up later and delete it. No, I'm not you.
Yeah, this one's at the video. Yeah, that's him walking. As soon as the video I started recording, that's him walking up this driveway.
I figured he was doing that. He was recording me like a coward. I figured he would do this. Probably put his phone up in the air.
So I got the video on this one. I must have the screenshots and shit on this one.
Probably put his phone up in the air just a little bit above the barrier. Saw me walking, was recording, not saying anything. Whatever happened to the penis pulling you were gonna do, sir? Whatever happened to you ripping my hair out, dragging me by my dreads?
I called the cops because Monty's fucking stalking and harassing me and came to my house last night. It's the second time he said he was coming here this week. I got all the screenshots.
Did I really say that? Wait a second. I was there Saturday. No, that was the first time I said I was coming that week. It was last week I said I wasn't coming and I didn't show up because I got busy. And that was the time, not last Saturday, like 2 days ago, but the Saturday before that, I was in Cambridge. And I did get PayPal. Yeah, I did get a PayPal for gas to go to New Hamburg, but I just didn't have the time. So I decided to go 2 days ago.
So I'm right there. That's the parking lot next to mine. That was him walking up my driveway. And then there's screenshots of him. That's him on the property here where I live. And he's sitting at the picnic table. And here he took a screenshot. My car's in the background. He's got there's a white car like mine. And people were like getting out of their van and shit. He's like right there recording, dude. My car.
No one was getting out of their van. Somebody had their van totally open. It seems somebody likes to keep their minivan clean. So they had their van fully open, which I really respect and appreciate when people do stuff like that. Like, you're a clean person when you're cleaning out your van. It's hot. You want it to dry a little bit faster, so you leave the doors and everything open. That's what was happening. Why is he talking about my driveway, my this, my that? He's recording people. SJAM, when you're out and about, what do? Don't you record people? I never get this whole statement about, oh my god, this person's out in public and they're live streaming. They're recording people. You do the same shit. When you're out in public, you're recording people.
Car's like right up by the building there.
Yeah, I know where your car was. Yes, I saw it.
Did you actually go up to the car?
That little
that
shit
footage then.
Hyundai Venue.
Well, I didn't see that. He's coming there in a few minutes. Yeah, what's a few minutes for a cop, dude? Could be here and just doesn't know how to get in. You should call me then, though. They always call. They get in somehow. They get in because they get in almost every time.
You don't see me in his screenshots. I wonder, like, what his video angle looks like.
They must have their own code here or something.
Right, Pam? Could you imagine? He probably tinkled in his boxers.
Yeah, like people live here and he's recording people getting out of their van, like walking on the driveways and stuff. Like, you don't live here, dude. You don't have friends here. It's trespassing.
How does he know I don't got friends there? Wait, okay, so I said boxers. It probably is a brief wearer. He looks like a brief wearer. You know, like those old school Hanes briefs, the white ones, like where you got that little hole where can put your little dicky doo through.
It's private property. That's where it goes too far. So, yeah, call me a pussy bitch that I wouldn't come outside.
What? SJAM, but you were a pussy bitch and you didn't come outside, so I was right. If SJAM, if you're gonna talk about beating me up and making me fall unconscious, then why aren't you outside doing it? That's what I was there for. I was there to get my ass kicked. I was there to get my hair pulled. I was there to get my dick pulled. All these things that you were saying, making Monty super scared, making calling me the N-word, calling me a boy, saying I'm a colored person.
Your car should be pussy bitch, something like that. So that's creepy. It creeps me out. Blueberry, on my chair, darling. You don't give a fuck, do you?
Yo, Yoda, he is a complete Karen.
I would have been in jail probably. I was like, stop myself.
Okay, tough guy. Okay, tough guy, you stopped yourself from going outside and doing a little bit of pulling Monty's dick, doing a little bit of dragging Monty by the hair, doing a little bit of knocking Monty out. Tough guy had to withhold himself from going outside and confronting tiny Monty.
I would have been in jail probably.
Okay, tough guy.
I was like, stop myself.
Sure.
He's not worth it. That's what he wants. He wants me to slip up so he can put me in jail because he's determined to, which is never going to happen, but he might be the first one going. Where's all that purple glitter shit, too? I got to get those emails up that she sent me about him. She's got police reports on him, too.
Okay, let me speak on those police reports. You see, purple glitter is playing a game, and I realized it right away. There's just certain things in girl world I don't really talk about because I'm like, I could bring it up, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. If you look at Purple Glitter's police reports, did you notice that there's no specific name said? It's only aliases, monikers, sobriquets. So that police report is essentially ineffective because you're saying that I have a channel and I go by the name Stories by the Internet, this and this and that. There is no actual real world name tied to that report. So what she's doing is playing this game where she knows she could and can get in trouble with the whole situation of the Corey Green and him immolating himself and what she had to do with that situation. So she's actually pretty good playing the game. And this is what's so scary about her. She's been doing this for years. She's actually pretty good at playing the game where she'll say, "Oh yes, I made a police report," but there isn't any real world attachments to that police report, like a real name or anything. Even though she knows my name, she could have put my name on there, but she didn't because she's also fearing that if the cops do contact me, then what I can say is, "Oh, you guys remember that Corey Green situation? Well, she's the one who told Corey Green to unalive himself, and he actually did it. And here's my police reports on the situation. You guys want to investigate?" See, she's really good at thinking ahead and knowing how to manipulate and say certain things. And that's the exact reason why Purple Glitter is doing exactly what she was doing. So if you really want to look back at those reports, look back at the reports. But what you will see is that she's using all types of like monikers and aliases and whatnot, and not anything real world. She's not,
Purple.
or maybe it's that. Never have I
Police
ever.
report number 2 filed. For items is a screenshot of his address, which I gave to the police, and his car. And 2 police reports. I've been dealing with an ongoing harassment issue with my ex-boyfriend out of Toronto. He has made slanderous false videos about me back to back. He made 4 videos and 2 live streams within 1 week. He will not leave me alone, and I am not in contact with this man. And I just want to be left alone. That was one police report.
Whatever happened to Sexy Baby Leslie? I wonder, because the last time we heard about Sexy Baby Leslie, Leslie was accused of R-word in grandpa, which I still find is extremely serious. And there were so many red flags and lead ups to that. Remember all the innuendos grandpa used to say, like how Leslie would be loving on other men and other things, and he would make small slights towards Leslie's, insinuating that Leslie is a rather gay man. Not anything wrong with that, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we heard that Leslie was already in grandpa, which I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked at the same time because this was an easy lead up. And Leslie's the type of guy that will take advantage of anybody in any situation at any time, especially when he can physically overpower you and take things. He's going to do it. But I have not heard about Leslie or Crystal in quite a while.
I don't know if she really has anything there, though. Like, he can fucking make videos about her. That's a civil thing. Police can't do nothing about this. This is all, like, stuff you'd have to... She actually has a lawyer.
Who the hell believes that Purple Glitter has a lawyer? Like, holy shit, man. The type of twisting and turning and amounts of thinking that Purple Glitter does before she even makes a stream, and then she acts like, it's a blind, react. It's not. She's been watching it, she's been thinking about what she's gonna say, and then she comes on and say, how many times, if you look back in the past year and a half, almost 2 years, as she said so much shit that just wasn't true. Like, this is the type of woman that makes up kids and a guy that she unalived. Don't trust a person like that. She is literally the definition of a sociopath.
This was just like a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. I'm probably going to get in contact with Purple Glitter. She said I could contact her.
All right, rest in peace. I think DLF also wants to team up with you, SJAM, because DLF is on Rumble talking about I should put myself into PC. You know what? He made me laugh. He did when he came in here and he was like, "Monty, you should go into." I was like, okay, DLF, I am completely different from you. In fact, I'm 180%. I'm a complete flip from you. You, DLF, will put yourself into PC. I will put myself, if I ever do go to jail, knock on wood, I'll put myself into Gen Pop, okay? Because my paperwork is right. My paperwork is good. Speaking of which, DLF is saying that if I ever go to jail, he's gonna find out where I am, and he's gonna call and or email the Goonies in the jail and show them my atrocious paperwork, and they're gonna deal with me. I'll be sucking cock in jail, is what he says.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him, but he's really gone off the fucking rails lately. Like,
Fish, only you would say something like that. Yeah, they are talking about my PP.
all because I did some reactions about him and the purple glitter shit, which they both put on online. Like, I don't think purple glitter is the problem, honestly.
I do want to see DLF's Cleveland trip. Yeah, maybe I will. The problem is, I've been really busy. Even right now, I'm kind of just doing this on my break because I got up really early again. I did what I had to do, and I made sure to start this for 11. And then right after this, I got to go back. But once I get some free time, we should be after Wednesday. And then maybe we'll go over the DLF Cleveland trip.
What the fuck is taking these cops so long? Let's wait till Monday to talk to the landlord because I want to talk to the normal manager, not the weekend manager.
For what? About your
I'll
late
probably
rent?
send her an email.
What? It worries you that the only PPs of Girl World you've seen are tiny? I guess so. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. I guess you're wait a second. Eggy, are you serious? You haven't seen Nads's tool? I think Nads was one of the first ones in, like, I don't know, ever since the Nads era of 2021 summertime. We've seen DLF, we've seen SJAM, we've seen Nads, we saw Xanthony, right? Didn't we see
Where?
Xanthony?
I'm gonna move you. Yeah.
Were you watching this live from the car? Yeah, I was, and then I called him, and he didn't pick up. Can you imagine if he picked up how the situation would have escalated? Oh shit! I called the man and he didn't pick up the phone. Any thoughts on crypto? Yes. Buy low, sell high, Edna. And hold on to your trousers. We're going in for a ride. Election night, crypto is gonna go wild and crazy. All right, so election night back in 2016, I made thousands upon thousands off of Forex. The election night 2020, made again thousands upon thousands, because it's like you could sell or buy and you'd still make money. Like the way how those like Forex and crypto goes crazy on election night is incredible. It is crashing, but you should counter trade it, fish. Don't get scared because it's crashing. All you got to do is one thing you got to think about is that only trade or buy with what you can lose. Not that I'm gonna say you're gonna definitely lose it, but the thing is that if you have 1,000 or two or three or four or five and you're willing to lose it, then you buy low and you sell high. So when people are getting scared right now, they're doing short squeezes. A lot of short squeezing is happening, which means that you can get a lot of assets these days for a very low price, and in a couple years it will go back up. So this is what you got to do. You got to buy now. This is the perfect time to buy when other people are freaking out and selling.
Yeah, boy, get up.
Would I be able to pick my PP out of a lineup? Yeah, I think I would, Eggy.
He said there was one available a couple minutes away. Huh? He must have had a road traffic stop or something. Or she, I don't know. Words are just words. I didn't go to his fucking house.
Yes.
There's no crime.
Didn't this man say he was gonna shit on my lawn? Didn't this man say he was gonna rub shit in my head?
Crime committed there. I never said it to fucking him.
Like I said, he's more than welcome to come by my house. He can shit on my lawn too. I'm just gonna take up his human shit and do what I need to do.
Well, I can always save him for later.
Wait a second. I thought the cop thing would have happened. Okay, wait. We're just gonna go to the cop thing because we gotta go to maybe we'll do the DLF right after this. Okay, so let's go. So here they are. Let's go.
Pretty close to Toronto, so I think it's probably close to an hour.
Oh, look, it's our guest of dishonor. Get it? Guest of honor, guest of dishonor. How am I stalking?
He's definitely out of it lately. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
DLF, if you are a bona fide stalker, you know what stalking is. Why you're calling me a stalker when you're an actual stalker? You should know what stalking is.
Because last time I was like, I know at least he's smart enough not to come to me. Someone knock at the door.
All deal if Dragon Lord Frodo wants to pick his PP out of a lineup, all he's got to do is pick the smallest one. You know what? I need one of those like one of those soundboards. So when I tell a joke like that. This is not live. This is from over 24 hours ago. I just have the time to react to it right now.
Did you post yesterday? Yeah. 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 That issue has been continuing for like a couple months now. It started also by coming to my town here, recording where I go and how I get there, like the path I go through and stuff. Then it's kind of escalated to yesterday. Someone called me and said he was on at my house. So I don't know. So I'm a YouTuber. Like I do YouTube videos. He does too, like reactive type stuff to people online. So someone called me. I don't know who it is. People got my number, and then I saw him walking up this driveway, and he's right on my street, walking on my property, on this property. And so there's his car, and he was like kind of hanging me out of the house, and like a pussy bitch and shit. So he just wants to. He's just trying to start drawing for his channel so he can get basically.
You know what? He forgot to tell the cop that he invited me over. Dragon of Frodo says, I hope you go to jail, Monty. I will tell all the inmates at your jail about how you like to act. Why is it every single time you gotta like put some CP comment in the chat, DLF? Why you always gotta be that weird? Which child was I asking for CP? I haven't asked any child for any type of CP. I don't go near CP. I don't watch CP. I don't talk to people that watch CP, and that means you, DLF. Okay, stop it. You should be in jail.
I do that stuff, but like, I don't really care when it makes me stuff people do, but like, it's coming to you too close. It's making it I'm on the property. Which I mean, I don't look very like someone that's not coming on the property, it's like showing people No, he doesn't always be here.
It won't even matter. Yeah, they're gonna run that paperwork. We know your paperwork, DLF. Theodosia said you asked her for schnooze. Okay, first of all, Theodosia is not 16 or anywhere near 16. Theodosia is in her 20s, and that is a lie made up by pieces of shit and reinforced by trolling from Jessica Messica's crew. So what happens is that Jessica Messica's crew likes to impersonate people that a lot of us have come to understand and acknowledge these days that they do actually do it. I've caught it a couple times. And if you really want to know how old Theodosia is, why don't you just ask her or just ask Sagittarius Shadi? Sagittarius Shadi is online. She does live streams. Go in her chat, like, hey, how old is Theodosia? And then she would tell you that that grown ass woman is in her 20s. So the whole thing doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Nadine says, I wonder if the RCMP officer knew her audio was being live streamed. This is something that is an ongoing theme. Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
Not going, not to your house. So many people's house.
Well, this is a complex, so, do you have these videos that you can show me to like have a better understanding? Because this is a complex, I mean, there's lots of people that live here. Lots of people that you, how do you know that? You know him?
Exactly. How does he know I don't know anybody that lives there? He doesn't know. He doesn't know me. Okay, whereas I still there at this point, I was not Marie. So what happened was he called the cops on Saturday when I was there for in and around like 1, 2 p.m. And then after that, the cops didn't show up because it was low priority. So they showed up on Sunday at about like couple minutes after 8 a.m. and started to speak to him about this whole situation. And then, of course, he's making this report here.
Lots of people that you, how do you know that? You know him?
He doesn't come from the
Okay. What did you do about it yesterday? All of this YouTube stuff.
You know why? You know why he's scared of the OPP? Because he's had bad interactions with the OPP. Because the OPP chain of command goes to the OPP for highways and whatnot. So if you have a local police force, of course, the chain of command at the top goes to that local police force. Because effectively and essentially, the OPP is the Ontario Provincial Police, which means they have authority or command in all of Ontario. But then again, there's a thing called chain of command where if a township or a city has their own local police force, then they go to the top of the chain of command, which means that the OPP has to defer anything and everything to them, except if it's on one of the Queen's highways, which is typically like the 400 series type of highways. But SJAM has had a lot of issues with OPP. I keep hearing that OPP isn't to be messed with and they're rather serious police force, like they don't play any games.
I mentioned that he was here. Uh, I can show where the starts coming on the property here.
But through YouTube versus YouTube, you saw him physically?
Yeah, I did see him.
So you're
I saw him and then I started recording. But this is his actual live stream. And you're recording, but this is better than the phones I had.
I love this.
So that's a this guy right here. Probably go to.
Oh,
I'm getting sick and tired of this. I can't help here. I'm gonna go to Home Depot right after this, and I'm gonna get some really like neon pink Yeah, like shocking color paint. Paint. My son has.
That's your one, right? That's your.
Yeah, he doesn't want to watch me paint.
Okay, wait, hold up. Of all the ideas that were presented in my live stream, he chooses the one where I'm saying I'm gonna go to Home Depot and paint his room pink. Couldn't you have chosen something else? Like if I'm yelling and screaming and running somewhere to like present a better story, you really showed it, the female officer, that I'm gonna go to Home Depot and paint your room pink because you're gonna live with me. Son, you better keep that door open, son. No closed doors in this house. No funny business.
My son has SJAM'S room. And,
If you want to do stuff, I don't know.
I'm also going to be having big cats. Come live with me. One's called Twix. Another one's called Little Bear. And one's called, third one's called Hard Orange. Yeah, so that's what's happening. So we're going to get like
Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about.
we're also going to get like big sheets.
That's what he's going on. He's got a back by the downstairs.
She's like, we're going to pay this one thing. I'm going to go to IKEA. I think I can get like a really large size crib at IKEA. What do you guys think?
Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Why would you play that? I'm talking about giving you pink bed sheets, painting your room pink, and having you a large sized man crib that's gonna be pink. Embarrassing! How could you not have played any other part of the live stream except for that part? Oh my god, he is. Oh, this is just perfect. This is just like the perfect setup. I wish you would have answered the phone.
We're going to get a large, like, man
This is in the
size
parking lot.
to put a little man size toy inside. Where can I get a little pink man size crib? Making it run around. You might work like this. Disrespectful. So disrespectful.
I really don't know what this episode will be.
Does he know I gotta go to work? Doesn't he know I gotta go to food on the table?
He lives in Brooklyn, it's kind of seems to come here and
How do you know?
someone sent,
Pink stripe.
I
No?
don't know the person now.
You guys tell me some ideas.
I don't know the person.
So how do we know that? Well, where did you know the information?
Yes, he's gonna call you.
About the house, I don't know.
I mean, where do you find his name?
There's his ex-girlfriend. She sent me she's got police reports and for this type of stuff.
Sorry, who's his ex-girlfriend?
It's this girl, she's from
Oh my god, no, he did not just say PG's my ex-girlfriend and she has reports. Reports of what? I'm not even in Missouri. I haven't gone to Missouri. Reports of what?
Web City somewhere. Anyways, he's kind of doing the same stuff with her, but
Sorry, she's from.
she
the
had sent me,
States,
yeah, she had sent
and
me.
he's going to the States.
No, he's doing other stuff.
Stupid. Exactly. How am I doing the same thing if I'm not going to the States? This is like the cop is literally mirroring in my own questioning with this man. It's like you literally just said I'm doing the same thing to Purple Glitter. So if I'm doing the same thing, then that would mean I'm going to go to Web City, Missouri and show up there. Am I doing the same thing? No. So my line of question would be, so is he going to the States and showing up in Web City, Missouri?
Web City somewhere. Anyways, he's kind of doing the same stuff with her, but
Sorry, she's from.
she
the
had sent
States,
me, yeah, she had sent
and
me.
he's going to the States.
No, he's doing other stuff.
Sorry.
He's not doing like in real life stuff with her. He's more just like doing online stuff, making stuff and all that. So she made like reports about that, but yeah, she sent me a picture that she says it's from his house. He does have his PO box listed on here, and she does say his real name in the police report. And there's like online websites that basically the people's information on there, but I can't always Prove it 100%, but I mean, she's been involved for a couple of years. I don't know if they ever met, but
He doesn't know if they ever met.
police reports.
I've literally said I've never met the woman. Thank God. She'd probably stalk me even more.
Prove it 100%, but I mean, she's been involved for a couple of years. I don't know if they ever met, but she has her name on the police reports and hers, so.
Thanks, Edna.
For like 2 years.
How does she know his real name?
Well, he would have told her, I guess. We were dating for like 2 years. So.
John Smith, you've never met them? So long and the short of it is, you gave a name for a dispatch, Carrie Brooks, and I have nothing coming out at all locally, so I have no idea who that actually is, or, you know, that's why I'm asking where did you get that name? How do you know that that's actually a real name? Do you have any? Talk about this,
Well, someone told me that when he said he read me, he showed a picture of it. I don't see anything.
was there a plate attached to that right here?
I couldn't see it.
Okay, so I have nothing to look at there. Ultimately, what is your goal here?
Just, I don't care if it talks to anybody else. I still want to come to my house.
I don't even know who he is. Do you know phone number for him?
I can probably find one online.
So you can see where it's difficult for me to even, I don't know who this is. I don't know where he is or how to get hold of him, but to be honest, he's allowed on this property.
Yeah, you tell him, officer, I am allowed on the property. I did not do anything wrong. He would have a name for himself with some of the cops in his mouth. I was thinking that. I'm like, doesn't this guy have a name for himself with all the bullshit drinking and driving he does? And I mean, if he's really gonna pull this shit, he better not be getting into that car after tomorrow, because we're gonna be in some shit. I'm not even joking around with that. I am not gonna allow him to hurt, maim, or unalive anybody in my town, okay? We're not gonna allow SJAM to drink and drive so that he can endanger people's lives in the locale. We're not gonna do that. So insurance gets taken off on Tuesday night. He better not be getting into that car, because like I said, I have business in New Hamburg, and myself or my associates will be taking a close eye on that situation. And we do have the rule here that they can still check you up to 2 hours after you've gotten home to see whether or not you've been drinking and driving. I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm not going to bullshit here and say I'm not going to do what I'm going to do, because if he's going to try and pull this bullshit when he's a fucking drunk, I better not see him at the LCBO, and I better not see him at the beer store, because we are going to be taking this rather seriously now. Because he's not going to be doing this. He's not going to endanger people's lives. He's not going to hurt any kids in their hood, because there's a lot of kids always playing around on Hink Street. There's a lot of kids on Waterloo Street. We do not want anything to happen to those children, okay? We have to take this seriously. Do we know, has he actually asked? I heard that somebody had told me he's probably gonna be canceled Tuesday night if he hasn't paid. And you know what happens when your insurance get canceled? You're gonna get a higher rate, because the other insurance companies will be like, wait a second, you got your insurance canceled? Of course that's a red flag. Of course they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna give you a higher rate now.
They wouldn't be able to trespass until they know who he is.
Right.
So what's his online? Like, how would they know? And I've asked you this before, this isn't the first time I've been. And I'm not an online guru. I don't understand any of this YouTube stuff.
No.
How does he have your address?
Like I said, there's this website that's dedicated to like stalking people and find out the information that they find out their first name. I
How
don't know.
does your
They're like ex-investigators, private investigators, all types of people. People that know
So
how
they
to
got
find
your address,
information.
right?
So they figure out my address.
you know,
Yeah, they figure it all out.
so what are these whatever it is,
I don't know who
say
they
for
are.
him? Say for him though.
Like they'll leak all, they'll say, oh, this is his name, this is where he lives.
Right, but his YouTube channel, live channel, whatever.
Yeah.
What do they say? Is that where you're getting his name and his address from? Is from
It's
that?
just kind of a community of people that know everybody and like schools around that. this, they got dogs and stuff. This is where they live. This is their name.
Oh my God. Talk about like making yourself look really dumb in front of a local police officer that you're most likely gonna see again. So now you have her thinking about there is a grown ass man talking about having your grown ass self in a pink man crib with pink sheets and pink painted walls. Now you're telling her that there is a site where you're getting information that you don't even know is right or real of somebody. You have no idea who these people are that are giving you this information, but you're just gonna take it as matter of fact. Okay, good job, SJAM.
No, he's kind of just like, he just popped up, he was reacting to my videos.
So none of that is on that thing.
On YouTube, no.
How people got door
Like he's got his PO box on here. That's
PO
it.
boxes.
But like how they figure out where I live.
PO boxes.
They figure out where you live and like they recognize the building when I'm on video or whatever, like, oh, this is where you live, and just kind of figure it out that way. It's weird. They do a lot. I don't care when I do that stuff.
But you're the one that's a public figure. I don't know who these people are. I can't make them something. You know what I mean? Like, who are they?
I don't know. So this is, it's fun.
It's not your, like, it is
I understand.
like, unless property management has a reason to trespass somebody and they get notified, you don't have the right to, and we don't even know who we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, not, I don't know.
Yeah, this didn't really work out for well. It was like, I think his name is this name, but I really don't know if it's really him. But I don't want him trespass, but he doesn't have the power to trespass me because he's not the owner or property management. And still, the fact is, he really doesn't really know what my name is, but it's some guy in a video that we don't know who he is that comes by here, probably for somebody else, but I just want him trespassed in the first place. Totally fine, bang up job you're doing here, SJAM. It's perfect.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, there's no way for me to actually speak to him, but
Well,
I
I
don't have
thought
the
that was his real
authority.
name, so if nothing's coming up.
Well, I don't know what is, without a birth date, I know you give a range for the age, but without a birth date or I don't have access to that. Nothing consistent to actually say, yeah, that's where you live. That's
I
just-
know I can look that stuff up. Let's see what I don't use the website normally.
I don't have such a thing as this website knowledge. I have driver's license, license plate, I do not see that I just, driver's license. That's, and I can just see photo. Yeah, but for some reason, I have no records. That's why
This is going to keep
it's
it's a docs, like a harassment website. It's known to like public figures.
Okay, does he understand what he is saying? You're literally saying that you believe that a site that you're literally saying is a doxing and harassment website, you're saying that their information is credible. Like, does he like literally think about this for a second? If you're really gonna say that Kiwi Farms is a credible website for information, then don't, on the other hand, say it's a doxing website and it's an harassing website. And not only has he done this once or twice or three times, but he's done this repeatedly. What does he think a cop's gonna think when you're telling them that you got information from from a website, and then you also tell them it's a doxing and harassment website? What are you gonna think? Will that lower the credibility of the website or increase it? Think about this for a second, SJAM.
No, I know, and it's very says 39-year-old creepy living in Brantford. I like it's all Brantford. Sorry, they say that this was last 22. So yeah, so this is kind of like it's called a thread. You go in there and like they'll just find.
That's in there?
Yeah.
And yeah, what's that in there?
Okay, go through his he's got a bunch of old names. They call him all these all these. They say his real name is Kieran Brooks, but they say his real name is Kieran Brooks.
That's what you installed.
Right fish, exactly.
That's what seems 22. So. Basically, they find all the places he's been. I mean, I don't even know what's all on here, but they have the same thing about me.
The long and the short, you had no direct contact, just all this YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
There's no direct contact. If he was walking on this property, there's absolutely nothing from me to know that he's not allowed to be there. Do you have no contact with him? Yeah. Do I say it's right? If it isn't right, it's not rational at all. Like, I mean, something about flip a woman hammer or.
Things like he had
All
some
this is
places,
just
all
for-
these people watching me from Remax.
Yeah, is DLS still here?
Yeah, and they put something on my car, like a Remax logo, one time printed out on my cars.
Oh, listen, I don't know which troll lives in like the Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge area, but good play, good play. I don't know who's doing that, but whoever you are, great play. It kind of reminds me of whoever was trolling Missy Moo. You know how Missy Moo lives in Hamilton, and they went by her house and recorded it. I mean, trolling is trolling, right? But good play to the trolls, whoever did that, whoever went to New Hamburg on Hink Street and decided to do what they wanted to do. All I gotta say is good play with the whole Remax thing.
I don't know. That's what he's claiming. He's trying to film us or something. They're watching me. They're making accusations or seeing things out. Just dumb stuff like that.
So can you not block him?
You can't live block from my channel, so you can't come over there and talk to me. He doesn't talk to me. I don't even follow people. So I'm like, oh, he's on your house right now. No, I saw him. I walked by there.
You physically saw him?
Yeah, I saw him walking.
Do you mean DLF or like Dark Side Phil is enjoying his cheese pizza right now, or do you mean like Dragon Lord Frodo is enjoying his cheese pizza? Speaking of Dark Side Phil, you guys remember when Dark Side Phil wanted, actually not wanted, he actually went on my panel on Monty After Dark and started to immediately beg, and I had no idea who he was at that time, and I was like, hey man, you can't just come on the panel, drop your PayPal and or your Cash App and just like get the hell on out of here. Like, it's really weird. But he was doing that. I couldn't believe it. And people are like, oh my god, it's Dark Side Phil, it's Dark Side Phil. Moment going down in history, people. He's a lol cow, Mary. Don't worry about him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's why I don't care.
Well, I don't have any confirmation who he is. You don't have the authority to tell someone not to know this. You don't know this property. If it's in there knocking on your door, then that might be a little bit different. But even then, I don't know how to.
All right, so basically, the officer saying this is a complete waste of time, which it was a complete waste of time to that officer and to somebody who really needed a police officer in this time of need. Do I remember the May 1st burst? You told me about a cipher. No, I cannot get it out of my head.
Give you advice because I don't understand the role that
What's up, Queen Mommy?
Yeah. It kind of chose me because I had a channel before that, and I had something to it.
You're making money off of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's talking to her about Gut Boy. Like he had a channel before, and yeah, she remembers him. She remembers his Gut Boy content that he was making money on. You know what? He should return to Gut Boy. I mean, a lot of people are gonna clown on him, but the Gut Boy content was making him up to $1,000 a month. He needs that money right now more than ever. Who cares about the haters? What they say about his Gut Boy? You know what? We could even do Gut Boy content together. He'd be Gut Boy. What can I be?
They kind of chose me because I had a channel before that, and they kind of did something to it.
And you're making money off of it.
Yeah.
And this is what it's all about. This drama and stuff. So you make money off of it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly, Edna.
So,
That's his
it's
rent.
all harmless drama at this point. From what you described, there's no, no concern for safety, no concern for direct contact, there's no threats, there's no nothing. It's all just drama.
Gut Boy and Dread. I actually was thinking Gut Boy and Nut Boy, but I didn't think it was appropriate to call myself Nut Boy. Gut Boy and Nut Boy. Well, maybe I would be Nut Boy because I got my 6-pack abs going on. So yeah, maybe you could be Gut Boy and Nut Boy.
So he's looking for drama. He's looking So there's been absolutely direct contact. And you're going to continue to do what you need to make money off of it. Say that it's doing it for their business.
Right.
I don't know where to keep it. Figure out who it was. Nothing complicated. No phone number, no firm's name. Someone saying
Oh, they'll text me. Call me.
you put your phone up there.
Well, they got leaked. Someone gave it to someone. You know, one person. It's a friend.
And so
That is a lie. That is a lie. Okay, at least this officer has a lot of fucking common sense because this is some bullshit. Did this man really say that I've been calling him and whatnot? And then she's literally asking, "Well, how did he get your number?" And he has to say, "Oh, he gave it to some people." Homeboy, homie, Gut Boy, you literally put it up and you had it pinned on your live stream and you were telling people to call in. That is how I got your number, Gut Boy. Stop telling lies.
Oh, they'll text me. Call me.
you put your phone up there.
Well, they got leaked. Someone gave it to someone. You know, one person. It's a friend.
And so as his number got leaked out there.
I'm sure it is out there. I don't know. I don't really use it.
And long and short, I don't see. I mean, this is what you guys do for a living. Not to talk smart about it. That's what you guys do. They get rises and crashes.
Yeah, I'm
So
fine
I
with that. I just thought this was going too far this time.
Well,
I don't know
I don't
why.
necessarily disagree, but I would have to forward it.
That's okay.
You know, like if he's actually coming from Franklin to just walk up here and get a rice for the condo, just for all of us. He must make some money doing it. And if he did it fast, but you know, I guess I don't.
Not one point. There's not.
Yeah, I don't know. If that's what it takes to get his money. That's true. He hasn't made threats to you. And he doesn't have that directly.
No. I think just kind of like see where it goes.
And then do you
The amount of lies that he's telling. You know what? I don't even know what to say about this. Lying to the police officer how I got your number is just like a super no-no. He can't even be honest that I got it directly from him through his live streams. And then the other aspect is he's a goddamn drunk and he comes online, he does shit when he's drunk and he can't remember it. But the thing is that even though he can't remember, he can watch the stream and see what he's doing, but he doesn't want to do that. So as soon as he sobers up a little bit, he comes back online, he either makes the video private or he deletes the video and then he acts like nothing happened.
Do you react on your page with all this?
I still haven't talked about it.
So that's what he wants.
He wants the reaction.
Yeah.
That's for
And
sure.
you continue to give it to him, he's gonna continue to do it.
Right.
If you ignore him,
Well, I
and
was
block him,
warning for months. I didn't do it last time. Saying that all
unless he's truly not. But it's kind of like, you know, people are trying to keep someone to be. This is, they're trying to get, they're probably him, like, who knows if it's not all him,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how do you know? You don't know who you're person, right? They're all, like, all counts.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't want to engage with that kind of behavior, then you're good. Right?
Still can't believe this. And this cop, this officer is making way too much sense. Because this could have gone way differently. So I'm gonna have to applaud her. I mean, like, she could decipher SJAM'S bullshit. She could sniff it out from a mile away. Like, she just made way too much sense in, wait a second, then how does he know where you live? How does he know your number? What's this? Do you interact? Do you react to him online? And all SJM has been doing is lying. Yes, officer, he does react to me online. In fact, he has done it in the past couple of days. He just deletes the live streams and then he acts like he didn't do anything. So even him saying he's not reacting to me is a complete effing lie, because we have eyes and we have ears and we've literally seen him do it on his live streams.
Okay. Well, I guess you're gonna decide how you're deal with the guy who don't get what he did. Okay?
All right.
All right. Good luck.
That's a lot.
Boo! You gotta call him Line Jam from now on. Line Jam.
It'll be nice. Come here.
Right, Fitz?
Hey, that was a waste of time. She wasn't too happy either. She's been here like 5 or 6 times, so she's always this one that comes here. She knows all about the shit, so. Being as I don't personally own the property, there's nothing that can stop him from walking through here, which is weird, but okay. She says she thinks it's weird. She doesn't think it's normal, but there's nothing legally that she can do. I can have the property managers bar him from coming here, but we have to find his number. And she had an attitude from the beginning. She doesn't like any of this YouTube. She doesn't care about any of this shit. So I've had her here several times. No, she's short, older lady.
Right, Marie? I wouldn't be surprised if
No,
she
he's allowed to
smelled.
come here. He's allowed to walk anywhere.
And I will, and I can, and I'm coming back there next week. God damn it. So yeah, S-Jam wasted her time. She knows she probably could smell the alcohol coming off his breath. Probably could.
Yeah, but it's not public property, so I don't think he should be allowed to come on here. She said they can't confirm that he doesn't know somebody here. They can't confirm his real name. Nothing comes up because they don't have access to it. So I'd have to call Brampton Police. She basically said you're both doing this online for views, getting a rise out of each other and making money off of it. So that's basically what she said. So I basically wasted their time, and she was pretty, basically said that in a roundabout way. She says it's not the first time I've been here for this kind of stuff. There's just nothing they can do. She doesn't know anything about YouTube. Like, the police should be up on this stuff. She has no idea what Kiwi Farms is. She's like, how do they find out where you live and stuff? And I said, Kiwi Farms, they find out everything somehow. She doesn't understand why people dox each other. I'd have to have a real name, confirmed real name in the system. Like, that brings way more views to me. It's not even worth it for him for 300 or 400 views. I don't understand why he would drive all the way here for 300 or 400 views. Like, I don't.
Boo-hoo, SJAM. Okay, SJAM's not understanding the whole system with the views. If you have like a stream a couple hours long, typically people are gonna maybe watch for 20 minutes or so, and then they'll come back and watch again. Not a lot of people are going to sit through a whole entire 5 hour stream and watch it in its entirety, or even half of that stream, 2.5 hours, and be there all the time. They're going to come in and out, and each time they leave and come back, it counts as an additional view. So he needs to understand how that works. Most people surprised do not know what kiwi farms are exactly. He thinks cops should be up to date on Gore World nonsense. The stupidity of it all, right?
He's trying to get in my head, and it's like, whatever, I don't care about that. That's like YouTube, we fuck with each other. But like, I don't come to your house, dude. Like, would you feel comfortable with me walking around your house, like
sure,
filming your car and shit? Like, it's just weird shit to do, and it's uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable. Like, just doesn't. I don't see the point in it.
Don't you also love he instigated this whole thing, reacting, making up shit, telling lies, and then is now uncomfortable when he has to bear the consequences of his actions? Yeah, the other thing, why did you dox Nadine, SJAM? Because as soon as he kept on saying Nadine's, was it mother-in-law's name, they found you, Nadine. Yeah, that was a piece of shit move. I was listening and watching that stream, and as soon as he done it, a minute or two later, somebody goes in the chat like, we found her. She does Instacart. I got her Facebook. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I looked, and yeah, it was just right there. He's the one who did it to you. It was disgusting. But did he ever apologize? Is he ever gonna apologize for that? Probably not.
Well, she said nothing comes up. She has no access to the Brampton Police, whatever. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. She said if he's coming, actually knocking on my door, it's a different thing, but I don't understand how, someone just come on your property, try to egg you on and get in confrontation. But she said I didn't actually have any contact with him, so. I didn't go to her house.
What do you mean you didn't go to her house? Weren't you gonna, drive by and wave? Remember that whole incident with SJAM? You know what? SJAM was supposed to get some pussy from Foodie Beauty. We're not gonna play games here. We're not gonna lie. He was gonna go over there, get some ass, because he was shelling out thousands of dollars to her back in the day. And things just really didn't work out because SJAM has no real social gauge of what to do and what not to do when it comes to Foodie Beauty doing a little secret sneaky link hookup. If Foodie Beauty wants to hook up with you in a sneaky way and you're going to drive all the way to Ottawa to hook up with her, the worst thing you could do is go on your community tab and tell everybody you're going to go to Ottawa to see Foodie Beauty today. Of course, she's going to come on and say, no, you're not, and you're a complete stalker. Stupid. It was a sneaky link. It was how would you call it? Would I even call it a tryst? Because typically when I think of a tryst, I think of like multiple times. Maybe it could have happened multiple times, but it just didn't happen because he gave himself away. He didn't have that social gauge to say, hey, I need to not tell people that I'm going to go see Foodie Beauty so I can sneak her some sausage because, I've been giving her thousands of my employment insurance money. Doesn't he wish he could get that money back? Thinking about it right now. Could you imagine him thinking about all the money he gave to Foodie Beauty and then he's never going to see it back? Like, what kind of person that was on employment insurance would give Foodie Beauty thousands of their money when they need it?
Yeah, if I owned the property, it'd be different. I could get a writ of trespass, but I can't because I don't own this place. You own private property. Like, do you go walking on people's lawns and that's okay? It doesn't make sense to me. Well, anyways, I guess moving on.
He'll be getting bars.
And
on
she
his
really didn't
windows.
care even to see the video. She watched a few seconds of it and a minute of it and didn't really say anything about it. So. Oh well, it's still documented. She had it all written down, so it's still something to add up to something in the future, I'm sure.
Sure. Okay.
If he's going this far, he's not going to stop. So.
Okay, here, puller. Mr. Knock Me Unconscious.
And cops are pretty much useless half the time, so I'm not going to call them again about YouTube shit because I don't want to talk to her again.
Yeah, because she knows that I'm getting your pink man crib ready. She knows that your walls are going to be pink and you're going to be sleeping at my house. Of course you're not going to talk to her again.
She's not the nicest one. She's not bad, but she's a cop. I mean, and she has a report, so I mean, it's whatever. Like, I can't confirm that they were dating. I can't confirm this, and I can't confirm that. So I guess she's doing a good job, I guess, innocent till proven guilty, right? I just thought that was going too far, but apparently it's not. So, okay. We're going to go a trip to Brampton and fucking take a shit on Monty's lawn.
Come, do it. Okay, SJAM, I'm going to give you $200 today. It's 12:34 p.m. You take a shit on my lawn before midnight, and I'm going to give you $200 cold hard Canadian cash, okay? You come and shit on my lawn, sir. You know where I live. And if you don't, just go ask Dragon Lord Photo, right? You come shit on my lawn, you get 200 hot ones, and we see what happens.
She said he was saying really strange shit, too. She's like, why is he calling you his son?
Because I'm your daddy. That's why.
I'm not going to bother calling him again, so fuck it. Open the door and saw her. I was like, oh, God, here we go. She doesn't understand any of the YouTube shit. I mean, as a cop, I feel like she should know all that stuff, but.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. I guess this is where he messed up his stream. All right, you know what? I'm going to end it off here, man. This was completely, isn't public shitting illegal? It is. But I have a back lawn as well. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to shit on the front one. And if he's shitting on the lawn, you could also shit in my garden. I mean, there's lots of places you could take a shit. Hey, don't worry, SJ. My gate at the side of the house is open. You can shit in the back lawn. Just tell me you're doing it. Come get your cold 200 Canadian dollars. Yeah, let's just do that. $400 if your shit's in the back and the front. 400 cold ones for you, SJAM, if you come Brampton and you shit on the front and my back lawn. And then you call me and then you be like, yo, Monty, I just shit on your lawn. Come clean it up now, bitch. And then that's when shit's gonna go down. All right. I'm gonna pay him though. I'm gonna give him his $400. Then I'm gonna do something else. Anyways, people, I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.